everybody, you should!
Okay, well, Scarlett and I have been cleaning up all morning, ready for Sleaford Recovery's transit to come in here. I offered to do some work on the welding on the front of it, so we needed a bit of space. Shortly, if you haven't seen it already, got another video about this one coming out. Super Sleaford Recovery, huh?
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe to Sleaford Recovery as well. So, actually, here's one for you. A guy, a good mate of mine who I've just been chatting to, and he said, "Oh, what are you doing with the Transit?" And I said, "Well, it's going in for some welding at my mate's." And he said, "What colour are you spraying it?" And I was like, "Well, it's going to be white. It's got to go back to how it used to look." And he was like, "You're making a big mistake. It needs to be candy apple red." And I don't know what to do now.
I think candy apple red's a real hot rod colour. I love it.
Yeah.
So you could do that in your sleep, couldn't you? Huh?
I should hope so. I've just changed the straps, so I look like a newbie. It looks like it's my first day on the job because I've got bright straps, but
Well, you need to get some oil on them there. I've got plenty of that. Do you want some?
rolling round in the mud.
Yeah.
Papa, where's the engine going?
Oh, Ben took it out so that he can work on it, clean it all up. And look, Papa's got to fix all this scabbiness, hey? Can you see the scabbiness?
Where is it scabbing us?
Well, it's everywhere, darling.
Is it those pipes?
Oh, that's the exhaust. Look at all that rust.
Look at all those cheese. Why is there rust in there?
Oh, because people in the past haven't taken care of this van as much as they should. It's not a van, it's a pickup truck. It's a spec lift. Say spec lift, Scarlett.
What's a spec list?
What's a spec list? Well, a spec lift is what you use, and the big things on the back allow you to pick a car up and take it away. Look, Didi will show you. You see that? That piece there?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's where the wheels go. It goes down and then across and then upwards ways and then you do it. So,
Why does it do that?
so that if someone's car's broken down, Ben can go and fix it. Well, he can go and pick it up for someone else to fix. Well, I've got Sleaford Recovery's Transit in here. Only happens to be a Rolls Royce V8. Well, he's taken that out now. But yeah, you guys might be familiar with his channel. He's got quite a good following. He's a good chap, and I'm happy to help him out with a bit of welding on this. So really, I just wanted to take a quick look at what is the extent on the surface of it. I think we've got a bit of surface rust and so forth to address. Here looks like there's a patch in there. I think this must be the hanger for the suspension, where it's been patched in there. I think these are bolts for the front cross member here, which is part of the conversion to the V8 Rolls Royce engine. So this is part of the conversion. These are those two bolts there. I think, yeah, so that's going to have been a patch over on the other side, so you've still got the rusty piece of steel there, so that's going to need to be addressed. Let's see what we can do with some light. Yeah, that's rust affected there as well, with some underseal over it. I mean, it's a very stout piece of angle they've put in there. Looks like it's been clearanced here. I'm not sure, I've not worked on transits before. It looks like perhaps there was a cross member across the front perhaps, or maybe even some sort of feature which came in here, which has been chewed away. But regardless, I feel like that needs tidied up. I'm not going to make any rash decisions yet, but it might be that there's an I cut out the rust and then an overplate is made there. I'm guessing it's going to be a similar story here. So we've got a plate there, a plate there. It's kind of been booger welded in there. Again with the piece of angle. So I guess this piece here is only for the radiator support. That's actually a piece of solder. So so I'd seen this front panel. It looks like it's been like chopped around a bit, like cut and then restitched back on. Yeah, so it looks like there's been a cut line along here, plasma cut maybe, and then just placed back in. Never rust protected. I'll probably cut it out in order to fit it. I mean, Ben got the engine out on his own without having to cut this off, so maybe they just... I'm starting to get the feeling that it was kind of like a rush job putting it in. The Rolls Royce engine, I mean. So yeah, anyway, up the front, it looks like I'm going to be doing some extensive repairs and reworking on this piece here. But what I'll do is I'll get the next step. Oh my days! Look at that. It gets worse and worse. Well, I'm going to have some extensive cleaning up to do, measuring up, making sure that I get everything back in the right place. Definitely going to be taking the leaf springs off, so that means I'm going to have to jack up the body. Get those... I'm not going to be able to work on this for a few days, at least. So I think it's going to pay to get some WD-40, some penetrating oil on these things. Get these ready to come off. Think about how I'm going to jack it up. I mean, overall, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's just like rework these dumb irons. Well, maybe not dumb irons, but rework these front cross members. Do some work in the front here. Decide what to do with this front panel. Let me get some wider angle on that. Decide what to do with this front panel, because it isn't going to be seen. It just needs to be functional. It might be that the front piece gets replaced, get like a zigzag piece made up and put in. This actually feels quite solid. Yeah, looks like we've got some rust in there too. A little bit of remedial work. Oh shit! A little bit of remedial work to do there. A bit of clean up there. I did notice this is a bit crusty as well. It's like a pinch weld piece there. Is that 2 layers maybe? Anyway. She's seen a bit of welding over the years. She's not done yet. Bit of clean up and I think we'll be fine. There's kind of a box section there. Kind of a box section. Needs some rust preventative going on really. Not the worst thing I've repaired, but... Well, consider this project introduced. I'm not sure how many hours I'm going to put into it. I definitely think it's going to stretch over more than one video, given that I'm ending this video now and it's only just in the workshop. Any of you guys who are into your transits, let me know how you what you think about the front here. Basically, it's like, in my opinion, putting patches over stuff. That's not restoration work, that's just getting through the next MOT, maybe the next couple of MOTs. So the rust needs cut out and replaced. That's what I'm planning on doing here. Why don't you let me know in the comments what you think? I feel like this transit has got quite the history to it, and it's going to be like archaeology, peeling the layers back, quite literally. Don't worry, Ben, she'll be safe with me.